Sometimes in life, we don't need a long conversation, a list of solutions, or a lecture filled with advice. Sometimes, all we need is a simple hug. There's something uniquely comforting about a hug, just two arms wrapped around you, pulling you in, saying without words that everything, even if just for a moment, is going to be okay. Doesn't that sound beautiful? We often underestimate the power of a hug. We might think that problems are only solved with words or actions, but there's a quiet kind of healing in human touch. A hug doesn't demand anything of you. It doesn't try to fix you or push you in any direction. Instead, it simply holds you in a space where you can breathe, pause, and let go of whatever weight you've been carrying. Have you ever had a day where everything feels like it's going wrong? Maybe you've heard too much advice already, well-meaning but overwhelming, and what you crave is something simple and wordless. In that moment, a hug is like magic. It's as if, for those few seconds, the world stops spinning so fast, and all the chaos quiets down. You don't need to explain yourself, defend your feelings, or be strong. You just melt into the embrace and feel understood without having to say a single thing. Think about it. How often do we run into situations where people feel obligated to offer advice? You share your struggles, and suddenly, it's as though everyone turns into an expert. But sometimes advice, no matter how helpful, is just too much. Sometimes we already know what we need to do, or maybe we're too tired to think about the next step. What we really want is someone to just be there, to say, "I hear you, I see you, and I'm with you." And what better way to communicate that than a hug? There's an old saying, "A hug is worth 1,000 words." And in many ways, it's true. Hugs speak a language of their own. They can offer comfort when words fail, and they can bridge the gap between two people without the need for explanations. They say, "I'm here for you, I care about you," and sometimes they simply say, "You're not alone." It's amazing how something so simple can carry so much meaning. Don't you think we all need more of that in life? More connection, more moments where we don't have to be fixed or advised, but simply accepted and held, flaws and all. We spend so much time trying to solve problems or improve situations that we forget that sometimes being there for someone doesn't mean doing anything. It just means being present. The next time someone you care about seems overwhelmed or upset, maybe instead of rushing to offer advice or trying to cheer them up with words, you can offer a hug instead. You might be surprised by how much that simple act can do. After all, when we strip everything else away, opinions, judgments, and solutions, what's left is our shared humanity. We're all just people trying to navigate this complicated, unpredictable world. And sometimes, all we need is to feel held for a little while. So, let's embrace the power of a hug. The next time you're feeling lost or unsure of what to do, don't be afraid to ask for a hug or offer one. No words, no advice, just the quiet understanding that comes from knowing someone is there, holding you in that moment. Isn't that what we all need sometimes? A hug that says more than words ever could.